Take 3 deep breaths, but we'll breathe in through our nose and breathe out through the mouth. And again. And again. So with our fingers in Gyan Mudra, which is the first finger touching the thumb, this improves concentration and memory, helps the brain nerves become strong, helps to release stress and decreases blood pressure, and ultimately assists in meditating better. So that's Gyan Mudra, that's the first finger touching the thumb. So we'll start the class by chanting Om 3 times. This is good for joint pain and arthritis, gout, sciatica, and it balances the air element in the body. So we'll chant Om 3 times. 80% of the breath goes on the O and 20% goes on the M. And this puts us in the right frame of mind to practice yoga. So close down the eyes, fingers in Gyan Mudra, the first finger touching the thumb. Take a deep breath in. Om. And again, deep breath in. Om. One last time, deep breath in. Om. Join your palms together above your head. You rub them nice and warm. And then spread that warm energy all over the face and neck, over the shoulders, down the sides of the body, over the legs, and open your eyes. So next we'll do Bastrika. Bastrika is a deep breathing exercise, and we'll do this for 5 minutes. With your eyes closed, take a deep breath in, filling your lungs, and then gently breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out should take about the same amount of time, 2.5 seconds to breathe in and 2.5 seconds to breathe out. So I'll set the timer for 5 minutes, fingers in Gyan Mudra, the first finger touching the thumb, resting on the hands on the knees. And I'll set the timer, eyes closed, and we'll breathe in and out nice and gently. As you breathe in, imagine you're taking in positive energy and vibration. And as you breathe out, imagine all the toxins leaving your body. When the heart and the head get adequate quantity of energy and oxygen, blood is purified and the body gets rid of all toxins. This exercise helps with allergies, asthma, respiratory diseases, and it calms the mind. Breathing in and breathing out, nice and gentle. Breath is the bridge between body and emotions. By regulating the breath, you can shift from an unsettled place of upset, fearful, or angry, into a calm, centered, balanced place. Just by breathing in and out. Bring your hands up above your head, bringing your palms together and rub them nice and warm. Building up the energy between the palms of your hands. And then spread that energy all over your face, down the neck and shoulders, and up in your arms. So we'll stand up and we'll start by moving all the body, giving everything a shake, starting with the hands and the arms, the feet and the legs, shaking everything about the hips, shaking the knees, releasing all the tension from the day, any stagnant energy that might be attached to us. Shake it all off. And then bring yourself to a standing position, feet apart, hands on the hips. And we'll revolve the hips, making big circles with the hips. The last one on this side, and then we'll reverse. The last one. And wrap the hands around the body just to supple the arms. Feet wide apart. Hands out to the sides. And we'll bend forward, bringing the hands towards the toes, holding onto each ankle, each toe, each knee, depending on where you can get your hands. Just put your hands where is comfortable and look down to face your mat. And then come back up. And take a couple of breaths in and out. Breathe out, fold forward, bring the hands towards the feet. But this time, take both hands over to one foot and turn your head to look at that foot. Bring both your hands to the center in front of the mat. And then to the other side. And then lift the hands up above the head, stretching them up nice and tall, pulling the tummy in, straightening the back. Stretching up as tall as you can. And if it feels comfortable, find something to stare at and lift onto your toes. And then back down, bringing the arms down and giving the arms and legs a little bit of a shake. Legs apart, turn one foot to the front of your mat and lift the hands up above the head, stretching up nice and tall. Bend that front knee and bring the arms out, one to the front, one to the back, nice and straight, about shoulder level. Just stay in warrior two. Bend forward, bringing your front arm forward, flip that front hand, and then bring it up above your head, bringing the back hand down to the back leg and running it down that leg into a reverse warrior. And then back, arms stretched out, one at the front, one at the back, shoulder level. And take a couple of breaths. If it feels comfortable, bend that front knee just that little bit more. And breathe out, bend the front elbow, bringing it down to rest on that front knee and lift the other arm up above your head. It's reaching up towards the ceiling and turn your head to look at it. And you can stay here, or if it feels comfortable, drop down that front hand towards the mat, lowering your head to look at that front hand. Bring it down next to the front foot. And once you feel balanced, turn your head to look up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, come back up, arms stretched out, one to the front, one to the back. Straighten that front knee. Turn the feet to the side. And then turn the other foot to face the front of the mat. Keeping your arms straight, shoulder level, one at the front, one at the back. Then bend that front knee into a warrior two. Lean forward with the front hand, flip that hand over, and then lift it up above your head, bringing the back hand down the opposite leg into your reverse warrior. And back up to warrior two, one arm to the front, one arm to the back, arms at shoulder level. Bend that front knee a little bit more if that's comfortable. If it's not, it's fine to stay where it is. This is your practice, don't force anything. Bend that front elbow, bringing the elbow down to the knee, lifting up the other arm towards the ceiling, and turn your head to look at it. Look at the mat, the bent arm. If it's good for you, bring that hand down next to the foot onto the mat, and then turn your head back to look at the other straight arm. And then come back up with a breath in, arms stretched out into warrior two. Turn both feet to the side, arms still stretched out, and we'll touch the alternate toes. So I'm taking my right hand to my left foot, but I'm lifting my left arm up behind me and turning my head to look at it. And then back up. We'll do the same the other side. Into a nice triangle pose. Bring the arm that's facing the ceiling down to the foot, into a pyramid. Bring both the hands to the centre of the mat. Over to the other foot. And then bring them both up above your head, stretching up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other, back nice and straight, tummy pulled in. Find something to gaze at and lift up onto your toes. Just do what your body allows. Don't force anything. This is your yoga practice. And come back down to the mat and give your arms and legs a little bit of a shake. So we'll keep the feet hip width apart. Arms out in front. And we'll bend the knees into a half chair. While we're down here, we'll lift the arms up above the head. Lower the arms and stand up. Give the arms and legs a little bit of a shake. So we'll do that again. Arms out to the front. Bend the knees, bringing the bottom down like you're sitting on a chair. When it feels comfortable, lift up the arms above the head. and then back up, giving everything a bit of a shake. Feet a little bit wider apart. Bring the hands together at the front of you, straight arms, palms joined together. We'll bend the knees, bend the elbows, and bring ourselves down into a full chair. Pushing the elbows in the knees if that's possible for you. Looking straight in front of you, breathing in and out. And back up. Feet hip width apart. Lift up the arms straight above the head. Breathe out, forward fold. Bringing the hands down towards the mat. Breathe in, lift the hands to the shins into a half forward fold. Nice straight back. Breathe out, hands towards the mat, full forward fold. Breathe in, hands on the shins or the knees, whichever's comfortable for you. Breathe out, full forward fold. This time lowering the head, trying to bring the nose towards the knees. And back up, arms above the head, stretching up nice and tall, straightening the back, pulling the tummy in. Find something to gaze at and lift onto your toes. And lower. Give everything a bit of a shake. Feet wide apart. Arms out to the side. And we'll bend the knees, bend the elbows, and bring ourselves into a goddess pose. As you breathe out, maybe lower that little bit more. Don't force anything, just do what your body allows. And then straighten the knees, straighten the arms into a star. Breathe out, bend the knees, bend the elbows, bring yourself into a goddess pose. This time, join the hands together into prayer position. And back up. Give everything a bit of a shake, and we'll do the sun salutation, series of 12 postures to keep the body in optimum health. So feet hip width apart, hands to the heart in prayer position, Namaste Mudra, and just take a couple of breaths. Breathe in, lifting the arms up above the head into a backward bend. Breathe out, folding at the waist into a forward bend. Bend the right knee, stretching the left leg out behind, and look up. Take the right foot to join the left, lifting up the hips into a downward dog. Lift the alternate heels and we'll walk the dog. And then we'll take the feet back and bring ourselves into a nice plank position. Hold in here for a second if that's good for you. Before lowering to the ground, knees, chest, chin to the floor, hips raised slightly, hands next to the shoulders, elbows bent. Take a good breath in, straighten the arms, lift up the head, bring yourself into a cobra. Tuck the toes under, lifting up the hips, Back into downward dog. Bring the left leg forward between your hands, stretching the right leg out and look up. Bring the right leg to join the left, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. And bring the hands to the heart, Namaste Mudra. And take a couple of breaths just to ground that practice. So we'll do that again. Breathing in, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. Try and keep the arms next to the ears. Breathing out into a forward bend. This time bend the left leg, stretching the right leg out behind and look up. Take the left leg to join the right, lifting up the hips into a downward dog. Walking the dog, lifting the heels off the ground. And then take the feet back and bring yourself into a nice plank position. Before lowering to the ground, knees, chest, chin to the floor, hips raised slightly, hands next to the shoulders, elbows bent. Take a breath in, straightening the arms, lifting the head into a cobra. Put the toes under, lifting up the hips, back into downward dog. This time bring the right leg forward between the hands, stretching the left leg out and look up. Bring the left leg to join the right, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. And then bring the hands to the heart, Namaste Mudra. And take a couple of breaths. And give yourself a little bit of a shake. And we'll walk up and down the mat, first on our toes. Then on our heels. Then on the sides of the feet. And then on the insides of the feet. Now we'll keep our feet hip width apart. Arms out to the side. And we'll just balance, lifting one knee. Finding something to stare at. Just lifting that one knee. Trying to hold that balance, breathing in, breathing out. Maybe smile if that's comfortable for you. Gives you double the benefit. And then lower that knee and the arm. Wrap the arms around the body. And then out to the side, and we'll do the other leg. Finding something to gaze at and lifting that knee. Breathing in, breathing out. And maybe a little smile. And lower the knee. Bring the hands up to the waist, bending the elbows. And we'll just move from side to side, exercising the waist, twisting round. Pulling the tummy in. And then stop at the center, lifting up the arms, bringing them into cactus pose, bent elbows, straight hands. And we'll go to the left and we'll breathe in, and to the right and breathe out. Trying to keep the arms at shoulder level. Breathing in on one side, out on the other. Exercising the stomach muscles. And also good for the flabby bits in the arms. And then we'll lower the arms and just give them a bit of a shake before we come down to the mat for the next breathing exercise, Kapalbhati. Breathing out exercise, and we'll do this for 5 minutes. Don't do this if you could be pregnant, and practice slowly if you have a heart condition, high blood pressure, or you've had an operation in the last 6 months. Other than that, everybody else is fine. If for any of those reasons or any other reason you can't do this exercise, please carry on with Bastrika, the deep breathing exercise that we did previously, just breathing in and out. The finger posture I like to use for this is Surya Mudra, the ring finger pressed down with the thumb. This balances the body, reduces weight, and increases the heat element in the body to aid in proper digestion. So with this exercise, the emphasis is on breathing out deeply through your nose while your stomach contracts. Inhaling will be automatic. We'll do this for 5 minutes, but at 4 minutes, I'll speed up. Only follow if that feels good to you and that's in your practice. And I'll also lift my hands up above my head, bringing my palms together, keeping the elbows next to the ears, and we'll do the last minute like that. So if we lower our arms into Surya Mudra, and when 4 minutes have gone, I'll say we will speed up and lift up the hands. Only do this if this feels good for you. This is your yoga practice. Just do what your body allows. So I'll set the timer for 5 minutes. The emphasis is on breathing out deeply through your nose while your stomach contracts. So I'll press start and we shall begin. This exercise helps the face become bright, lustrous and attractive. The internal organs get exercised and it works with the digestive system, helping to regulate weight. It also helps strengthen the immune system. Just 1 minute left. If you want to, bring your hands up above your head, bringing your palms together, elbows next to the ears, stretching up, and we'll speed up Kapalbhati. But just do what your body allows. Don't force anything. This is your practice. Rub your hands together above your head, nice and warm, building the energy between your hands. And rub them out across your face, spreading that energy everywhere, down the neck and down towards the knees. So we'll do a Sufi ground, hands onto the knees, and we'll go over to one side, bending forward, breathing in as we go across the front of the body, and breathing out as we go to the back, making circles with the waist. Breathing in at the front, breathing out at the back. You can do this as slow or as quick as you like. And then reverse. And then stop back to the middle, keeping the back nice and straight. Take one hand over to the opposite knee, the other hand behind you, and look over that shoulder, putting a small twist in the spine. Then come back to the center and do the same the opposite side. One hand at the front on the knee, the other hand behind, looking over the shoulder. Both hands back to the knees. We'll do the same again on the opposite side. Back to the center, and last time on the opposite side. Hands back onto the center, onto the knees, and we'll just lean forward. Trying to bring the forehead down towards the mat, but wherever you're at is fine. Just do what your body allows. This is just giving you an idea of where your head might go. And back up straight. Arms to the ground, and bring yourself just onto your knees. Bottom on the heels. Arms out in front. Make two fists. Bring those fists to each side of the tummy button. And we'll do Mundukasana for diabetes. So we'll take a deep breath in and breathe out. Lower yourself down towards the mat. Hands at the belly button. The end of the breath. Lift the head up. Look at the mat. And I count to 10. and back up. And we'll do that one more time, but with one flat hand on the belly, the other flat hand on top. Breathe in and breathe out, bringing your head towards the mat. At the end of the breath, lift the head to look at the mat, and I'll count to 10. And lift back up and breathe in and out, nice and gently. Bring the hands forward onto the mat, bringing yourself into an all-four position. Lift one leg straight out behind, trying to keep the back nice and straight, leg nice and straight, and then take it to the side of the bent leg and let it come to the ground. And back up straight and lower the knee. So we'll do the same with the other one. Straight leg, move it across the other leg to the ground. And then back out and bend the knee to the floor and push the bottom towards the hips, stretching the arms out in front, lowering the head to the mat into an extended child pose. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can bring the hands to the sides of the body, whichever suits you best. And just take a couple of breaths. Bring the hands next to the shoulders and lift yourself back up into an all-four position. And we'll do cat and cow. So we'll breathe in and we'll lift the head up and lower the tummy. And breathe out, lower the tummy, lower the head, raise the back. Breathe in, lift the head, lower the tummy. Breathe out, lower the head, arch the back. Breathe in, lift the head, lower the tummy. And breathe out, lower the head, arch the back. Tuck the toes under. Lift yourself up into a downward dog. Lifting the alternate heels here. Walking the dog. And then walk one foot between your hands, the other foot between your hands. Bend the knees, lift up the arms, stretch up tall. And then lower the arms to the sides. And just give everything a bit of a shake. So next we'll do a breath of joy. This works in thirds. So in the first third of breath, you lift the arms out to the front. Then to the side. And then the last third, up above the head. And then breathe out through the mouth, nice and hard. So go. And this brings the element of joy to the body. Front side up, out. Front side up. And then give yourself a bit of a shake, just to loosen that away from the body. Before coming back down to the mat, and we'll do yulom, alternate nostril breathing. And we'll do this for 5 minutes. With your right thumb, close your right nostril and breathe in through your left. Then close your left nostril with the middle two fingers of your right hand and breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right, close that nostril and breathe out through the left. Then repeat. Always start and finish on the left-hand side. And if you do want that little bit more from this exercise, you can breathe in to the count of 5, hold to the count of 5, and breathe out to the count of 10. So I'll set the timer for 5 minutes and we shall begin. If it feels comfortable for you, put the other hand in Gyan Mudra, the first finger touching the thumb. But remember, this is your practice. Just do what your body allows. This exercise purifies the breath and improves the level of oxygen in the blood. The body becomes healthy and strong. It gives you a positive attitude and it helps with the blood flow to the heart, helping to prevent heart attacks. Always finish on the left-hand side. And then raise your hands up above your head, bringing your palms together and rub them nice and warm. Bringing that energy down towards the face and just spreading that energy everywhere. So then we'll come down onto our backs, legs straight out in front, lying straight down on the back, hands down by the sides. And we'll just relax here just for a second. Breathing in and out. Then we'll bend both the knees, bringing the heels up towards the bottom. Hands by the sides of the body. And we'll take a deep breath in and we'll lift up the hips into a bridge pose. And deep breath in, lift up the hips. And lower. Straighten one leg and bring the other knee towards the chest, wrapping the hands around the knee. Just hugging it towards the chest. Then straighten that leg and bend the other knee, bringing it up towards the chest and wrapping the hands around it. And then straighten that leg. So we'll bring both knees towards the chest, wrap the hands around them, and we'll rock from side to side. Massaging the back. And then we'll go from front to back. Just giving the spine a good massage on the mat. And then lower the feet back to the ground. Hands down by the sides of the body. Lift up one leg to 90 degrees, the other leg bent. And then lift the other leg to 90 degrees. So you've got both legs in there. And then we'll bend the knees and move the legs like we're riding a bike. First one way. And then the other. And then stop and straighten the legs back up above you. So they're at 90 degrees. First lower one leg down, trying to keep it nice and straight, and slowly lowering that leg towards the ground. And then do the same with the other one. Nice and gently lowering towards the ground. Lift both the legs, a few inches off the ground, pushing into the palms, into the floor, and then let them lower. And then lift the head and shoulders just a few inches off the floor, and then let them lower. Lift both the arms up to 90 degrees, and let them fall out to the sides into a T shape. Bend both the knees, keeping the feet on the ground. And we'll let the knees fall over to one side, the head to another. And back to the center. And then the opposite side. Knees one way, head the other. And then we'll come back to the center. Arms by the side, legs straight out. So that you're lying on the ground. Close your eyes down for a second. And we'll just relax here for a few breaths. Grounding your practice. Giving thanks for your day. So we'll do Brahmari. So we'll put the hands, fingers over the eyes, thumbs into the ears, and we'll breathe out 3 times, making a humming sound. So take a deep breath in. Lift your arms up straight in front of the face, bringing the palms together and rub your hands nice and warm, building up the energy between the hands and spreading that warm energy all over the face and down the front of the body. And open your eyes. Lift the arms straight up in front, make 2 fists, bring the fists together, and we'll revolve the wrists. And reverse. Lower the arms, roll over to one side, put the hands underneath the head just to support it for a moment, and take a couple of breaths. Before bringing the hands to the mat, pushing yourself back up to a nice seated position. And we'll rest the hands on the knees, close down the eyes, and we'll say a short prayer for the health and humanity of others. Breathing in and breathing out nice and gently. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May no one suffer. May everyone prosper. Shanti, Shanti. So we'll finish with clapping and laughing. Stand up. And press the hands together. And then we'll throw the arms in the air and we'll laugh out loud 3 times. And again. And one last time.